Raging Cajuns on the offensive line. He's also been listed on the Remington Trophy watch list. He's right out of here in Lafayette, product of St. Thomasville High School. Andre Huval. Questions for Andre?
The sound of it, Andre, you guys didn't intend on running nearly as much as you ended up doing. When all of a sudden you find out you have to start doing more of that, what's the mental adjustment that you make?
It wasn't too much of an adjustment. I mean, we love running the ball as an offensive line. It's one of our favorite things to do. You know, when you can impose your will on a defense, it's really demoralizing to them. So, you know, we enjoy doing it. So whenever they call run plays back to back to back, we enjoy it. So that there's no difference for us.
Andre, a couple of questions for you, and we can address those. One, you guys have really started to run the ball really well. It's something that you guys are doing well right now. Talk a little bit about that, and also one of the things that I've heard several people bring up is that y'all pass protection has been pretty good most of the year as well. Y'all do a great job of picking up blitzes, but when they've had some success of getting to the quarterback, it's been pretty much on some games played up front or some stunts. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that as well.
You know, first of all, a lot of the credit goes to our running backs. I mean, we started the year with 3. We're down to 2 main ones now, and Ephraim Reed and Alonzo. They run the ball hard. I mean, those defenders are having a lot of trouble of bringing them down by themselves. So you know that they get to the safety, they're going to make a miss, and so that's obviously going to help our numbers a good bit. You know, the other thing would probably be just the chemistry of having 4 starters from last year, and then 1 new addition with Michael, where we're just we're all on the same page. So that helps a lot too, and pass protection. You know, when we're trying to pick up blitz and stuff. And you know, this week they kind of threw some new things at us we hadn't seen on film, which we were kind of expecting, because you know, if the team's going 0-4, they're not just going to keep doing the same stuff they've been doing the whole year, because obviously it's not working. So they threw together a few new things, and it kind of gave us some trouble in the first half. But we made adjustments at halftime, and we came out fine in the second half.
Is that a fair assessment, though, that you guys, maybe if that's one area that you guys are going to be looking to improve on, is working on picking up those games?
Absolutely, yeah. The twist between the twist, we've got to improve on that. You know, there were some simple twists. You know, I guess they just caught some of us off guard throughout the game, but you know, that's something we have to improve on, because other teams are going to see that, and they're going to try to capitalize on that throughout the year.
Andre, you've gone through a full game with Terrence at quarterback. Can you just talk about how, well, if like anything's different, like on the line, like any adjustments you have to make from going from Blaine to Terrence?
No, not really. You know, we're confident in both of them. At the beginning of the year, they both went through spring. They both went through camp. I mean, Terrence was even here last year. He had to sit out, but there's really no difference. Our protection calls are all the same. We don't change anything. You know, Terrence is just another version of Blaine, I think, except he throws with a different hand. They both make plays on their feet. They can both throw the ball really well, so there's no changes for us.
Now, as you get into a game with a Tuesday, so it's a little bit of an odd week. How, as a team, how do you approach this week, and is it almost good for you because it's almost like a second bye week of sorts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our schedule's going to get a little funky the next 3 weeks with the midweek games, but I just kind of look at it as it's 3 extra days to prepare for North Texas, and you know that can never hurt you. When we had a bye week after Oklahoma State, we came out and we were on fire against FIU. So we had those 4 extra days to prepare, and we're going to use those days this week as well, and we'll be ready for North Texas.
So after practice on a normal Tuesday night, what would you be doing?
Tuesday night, probably just hanging out at the house, getting some homework done. Not too much, getting ready for the Wednesday practice, because Tuesday and Wednesday, those are your big work days on a regular week. So, but probably just relaxing and enjoying some downtime.
Coach kind of commented to us Saturday after the game that the fans were probably the loudest they've ever been. Just for you, could you kind of comment on that? What did you kind of see from the homecoming crowd this weekend?
Yeah, it was a great homecoming crowd, but it was a little bit more than that, just because, you know, it's Tulane, it's an in-state game. We know a lot of players on that team. they know a lot of us, you know, high school together and that kind of thing. But Coach was telling us all week how, you know, our fan bases, they don't like each other very much. And he was kind of he read some forum posts and different message board material. And he also got into the past scores over the last 100 years of, you know, how they used to run up the score on us and all kind of stuff to kind of get us motivated. So you could tell those fans didn't really like Tulane too much because, you know, they got after it.
I know for you, you talk about players on the other side that you played with. It seemed like there was like 12 ST recruiters. Any kind or unkind words to them after the game?
No, they had about 6 guys, I think, that I used to play with in high school. You know, I'm really good and friends with a couple of them. So, I mean, we didn't talk at all last week, but, you know, after the game, it's all the same. But Sam Schofield actually got the interception and had tackled him, so it was kind of fun to talk to him about that after the game.
Any other questions for Andre? Good? Thank you, Andre. Thanks, man.